At Victorian Plumbing, we think
There we go, try again. Welcome everyone to the Friday night live stream. No sound. Hopefully you've got sound now. All I was saying is, just for once, I'm totally prepared to the point where I haven't even switched the aquarium on. I know I say this every week, that I'm a little bit unprepared, but I'm really taking the biscuit this time, so I've literally just woken up on the couch and went, ooh, 9 o'clock, and run upstairs and turned everything on, so ta-da! There we go. So now we're cooking with gas. We have, my goodness, 51 people in already. And my goodness, my double goodness, we've got a super chat somewhere. Let me find it. Beer money. Welcome everyone. Let's just try and start again. Tonight's tipple is good old Heineken. We're stacking that, and I think I deserve it today because my goodness, what a day we've had today. Can't actually see anything because my glasses are all bejuggered. Can you tell I've just woken up? So let's talk about the elephant in the room. It's not been a good day. Had an extra video out today that I wasn't meaning to make. I'm a bit of a diddy. I made a mistake. I know people make mistakes all the time, but I made one, and it cost me a tank of fish. There's no other way around it. For once, get it out of the way, shall we? I went down to the fish room last night. I was doing some work. There is a video out about this because I don't do anything without bringing a video out. Went down to the fish room, doing some work, started refilling a tank, turned the water on, pottered around, did something else. My early onset dementia kicked in.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, my balls. I forgot about that. That cheers me up no end, actually. Thank you very much, Noodle Sandwich. But yes, so I turned the water on, pottered around, left, went to bed, woke up this morning, looked out in the driveway and went, where's all that water come from? And basically I lost a tank of fish. I lost the Congo tetras. So super absolutely gutted. Couldn't I couldn't think what to do with myself this morning when I saw that. I kind of opened the garage thinking, please be a burst pipe, and you think, you know it's bad when you're wishing for a burst pipe. Got there, nope, no burst pipe, just a idiot here who killed a bunch of fish that I'd just been talking about how much I was loving them, how great everything was going. Forgot to touch wood at some point because I put out a video yesterday saying, everything's great, all my tanks are looking good, all my fish are looking good, everything's eating well, nothing, there's no troubles, there's no niggles, there's nothing I'm trying to coax around, everything's good. So, yeah, I'm just pretty gutted about that. So I must admit, it's been a bit of a rough day. I was just in a proper mood. So we might talk about it a little bit more. I'm kind of half in between whether wanting it to be a cathartic experience, where we talk about it, we talk about stupid things you've done, you share the stupid things you've done. It is one of those things that happens. These things happen. I wonder whether they happen to me more often than they happen to more people. Or is it just because I have more fish tanks than most people? Or is it because I'm more of an idiot than most people? Or is it... So we might talk about that a little bit more. I had lots that I wanted to be getting on with. And it's kind of just been a little bit of a kick in the balls, if nothing else. But anyway, I'm going to try and remain positive. He says, I'm going to try and remain positive. I'm going to try and... I wanted to make a video about it, and even I was very conflicted about making the video about it, but I wanted to try and be open and honest and transparent and all those good things. It wasn't necessarily, oh, brilliant, I've got a disaster I can make a video about, but it didn't half make me laugh. This cheered me up earlier. Let me see if I can recreate this. What's the word I'm looking for? If you...
Oh, my balls.
I'm glad I did that last week and changed the notification to "Oh my balls." But if you make YouTube videos, if you have a YouTube channel of yourself, you'll know that you have YouTube Studio. It's not going to work now. But let me show you this. This was like an evil, weird thing. So if you go into your YouTube Studio and up here, if the video that you post, it ranks your videos by views. If this was my most popular, so most of the day this is my most popular video, and I'm thinking, bloody hell, make a video about everything's dead. Whoa, so morose, everything's dead, it's a disaster. The thumbnail is RIP, all fish dead, all my fault. But if it ranks number 1, it plays a little animation where there's fireworks popping off, and it's like, celebrate, yay, well done, you've done great. Yeah, RIP, everything's dead. Woohoo, well done. I'm like, you insensitive bastards, YouTube. But yeah, it did give me a wry smile. But anyway, let's say hello to everyone. Danny Boy 1587, thank you very much for the £10 super chat. Sorry I was a little bit late, everyone. Like I say, I literally fell asleep on the couch. Mark Brennan's here. NGW, hi from Doncaster. Hello from Sheffield. How are you? Noodle Sandwich has become a member again. Thank you, sir. We've got Rob Barry in. We've got Jennifer. How are you doing, Jennifer? We've got Dad. Hello, Dad. Hi, son. Everyone can cheer you up tonight and have lots of beers. Yes. Let's hope everyone can cheer me up a bit. I must admit, I was down in the dumps a bit earlier. I did have a proper grump on at work. I might have bitten the head off a few people at work. Courtney Smith has become a member again. Thank you, Courtney. Yeah, so I think I was a little bit on edge today, where I was ready to just... But I think I've got it out of my system now. We're feeling a little bit better. Don't tell the wife, but it's her birthday shortly, so I took the kids to buy some Mother's Day stuff. Dad, go and buy Mum flowers, please. I have sent a card, but I haven't got any flowers. But I took the kids to buy some Mother's Day stuff, and they were quite nice to each other, which is a very rare occurrence in my house. So that cheered me up a little bit. Mary of Rhodes, nice to see you. Sharpie's here. Hello, Sharpie. And Courtney. Graham's dad. I might need to get special merch just for Graham's dad. He has got just about every bit of merch, I think, that I've got going. He's my number 1 fan. Thank you, Dad. Hey, what have we got here? Sharpie's in. Nice to see you, Sharpie. Currently, I have 850 of the little poop machines. My God. So Sharpie must be the UK's top breeder of bristlenose plecos at the moment. I think you're supplying half the southeasts. So, well, it's not really southeast. Half of the right hand side of Britain's bristlenose plecos. Don Ransom, hello. Liam Cotton, hello yourself. Simon, nice to see you. Miwitchy Ways, which is a name I just like saying. Miwitchy Ways, hello there. Michelle's in. James Wilkinson. Pardon me. Lanks Fishkeeper, evening all. Oops, pardon me. Try not to spill my beer this week. See, celebrity now, Dad. Scott's here. Liam's. What's the drink of choice this evening? For me, it's a good old bottle of Heineken. So we took the kids out to buy all the Mother's Day presents, and I'll nab some beers while I'm here. This is just as well, because I then promptly fell asleep and didn't have a chance to go out again. This weekend I will be mostly browsing for shrimp. Just set up another tank, so I need to see what's available locally. Yeah, I've still got my little cherry shrimp population. I do keep meaning to think about branching out into different types of shrimp, but I have enough little projects at the moment. Graham, shush, stop talking about that. Christine, nice to see you. I'm just trying to get down because I'm aware I'm far behind with the chat, so apologies if I miss your name. ABC Aquatic Biotope Creations. Now there's a name. Hopefully you're still here, because you might have to stick around and give us some advice. Because one of the topics. Oh God. One of the topics is the Biotope Aquarium, the subscriber tank, where we're going to put a tank together. But I've just killed the main inhabitant of that tank. We'll see. David Pinner, hello. Jennifer is drinking, but no pandas will be made tonight. Good to hear. Where have we got to? Have we got to the bottom yet? As Noodle Sandwich says, please remember to say hello, leave a like, because we are a welcoming bush. Stuart Rooney, nice to see you. I think there we go, we're catching up. Muted, no sound, can't hear you. It's been a while since I've done that, to be fair. No, am I as unprofessional as normal? Steiner, welcome to the family. Family, yeah, let's go with that. Steiner has become a member, thank you. So, this is as good a time as any to say, down there will be buttons where you can click like, that's always good. Click share, you can join. If you join, you get a load of emojis, you get extra emojis, you get money off anything at the Aquarium Adventure store if you become a hero member, or you can subscribe to the channel and you get you can hit the notification bell and be notified about my litany of failures as and when I make them and make videos about them. The like button has been hit. Thank you very much, Father. Loud and clear. Here we go. You've got the luck of a leper at the moment. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like that, I must admit. Got another super chat. Thank you very much, Noodle Sandwich, for that one, if I didn't mention it earlier. Amazon's pancakes. Yes, thank you, Steiner. That's very welcome. So, I think I was about to say, yeah, these will cheer me up, but no, I'm not. This isn't about This isn't a plea for money grabbing that I go around killing fish hoping you'll send me super chats to make me feel better. No, but thank you. That is very much appreciated. That's a good idea, isn't it? Oh, my balls! But have moss balls. I need to think about doing a design for that. Oh, there's the man himself. Mr. Merch, Phil. Good to see you. I believe we just missed each other the other day. Don't forget the clocks go forward this Sunday. Remember to alter the timers on all your fish tanks. Good idea. Oh no, we lost a turtle this week. He didn't make it through the house move. Oh, gutted. That's not good. You know the deal. Any problems, reach for the buckfast. Now, this is not necessarily something we have to endorse, but you know, I think I deserve a beer tonight, if not any other night. Cozy reading corner evening. It's been a while. First time free on a Friday night for a long time. Welcome. Nice to see you here. So let's talk about. Let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about it. So, my worst day in fish keeping for a long time. Oh, you got your cock ring. Oh, I should stop saying things like that. My worst day in fish keeping for a long time today. I'll try and break it down as simply as possible. Tried to do a water change. Left my refill running. Not only did I kill a load of fish, I've probably blown a load of money as well because I've left our tap running for roughly 14 hours. I think what happened was I was really pleased with myself as well because I'd got this shower valve working. So I now in my fish room have the ability to run water at any temperature that I want. I can dial it in with the shower valve. So I dialed it into roughly 26 degrees because that fitted most tanks. If I'm running a colder tank, it didn't make it too warm. If I'm running a warmer tank, it didn't make it too cold. So I could do largish water changes as and when I wanted. And as and when I have been doing all week. I've been quite happy with this. My ultimate goal is to get to an automatic water change system like I had in the old fish room, where you have dripping into each tank, so it's just doing a continuous water change and you don't ever have to worry about things like forgetful brains or not worky brains where you make mistakes like this. But at the moment, this was a big jump up for me. I'm very happy with this. In the past, what I had to do was do water changes little and often, or I'd do they take the water out in a big batch and then put it back in slowly but surely. So drip it back in and remember to constantly watch it, or put it back in like 10 litres at a time because the water coming in was freezing cold. I didn't want to do that. Or fill up another tank, an empty tank, get the water up to temperature and then pump it in from that tank. So dead happy about my 26 degrees straight from the tap. And what I did was leave the tap running. Simple as that. Just an idiot. Leave my tap running. So I think what's happened is another new thing. I've got this big massive water heater now, the unvented cylinder, which gives me, this is the best thing ever. This has been a week of highs and lows. So I've got this new thing in, which means my showers are no longer a dribble. So Dad, next time you come to stay, you can have a proper shower, and it's like a power shower in every shower. Pardon me. So we've got this new unvented cylinder, big water heater in. It's like a 300 litre capacity thing that you can just turn it on, and the shower, the hot water comes out with the same pressure as the cold water, basically. So my showers have been nice and powerful, really good, really happy with that. And that's what's obviously feeding the warmer water when I put that into the fish tanks. So I left it there. It's obviously drained that first 300 litres at nice warm water, and the fish would probably have been fine like that. Obviously the tank will be overflowing, but the water temperature would have stayed fairly consistent. It would have stayed at 26 degrees. So if I'd caught it in the first, I could probably work out how long it would take to do that. But if I'd caught it before that water had run out, before it refilled the 300 litres, even a bit more because the hot water would have been on last night. But anyway, it emptied the tank at the 20 of the hot water, and then obviously went cold, froze everything, killed it, and then when the heating and hot water came back on again this morning, started to warm the tank up, because there was a point where I put my hand in the tank and go, that's nice and warm. Why? I don't get why they're all dead, because that's nice and warm again. So I think that's what happened. It cooled down and heated back up again. There are still 4 bristlenoses perfectly alive in there, going about their business. So I don't know how they managed to survive, but they're obviously made of tougher stuff than the Congo tetras. So the whole tank of Congo tetras was either on the floor. There was like 4 or 5 of them had obviously jumped out because the water would have been right at the top. I've got hiccups now. But the rest of them were in the tank, just floating on the bottom, floating at the top, whatever it would be. Just looking really, dead. So I did that thing that I always do when I make a mistake or do something bad, where I just kind of stand there and stare at it for ages going, ugh. And then I did that thing where I thought, I'm going to have to make a video about this. There's no redeeming this situation. I can make a video about it, and people will either say you're cashing in on your disaster. I can not make a video about it, and people will say he's trying to hide it from us. So, lesser of two evils. I thought, make the video. I try to be honest about most things and open and say things can. They are as they are, and I think that's one of my USPs, is that I don't present the pristine fish room, the pristine, I know everything, I'm much better at everything than everyone else, and do what I do, all that kind of stuff. So I did it, I made the video. Like I say, it was a bit of a black comedic moment, looking at the YouTube studio and seeing the fireworks going off, saying, yeah, your most popular video. So I'm like, yeah, YouTube's just telling me to kill all my fish now. So it is what it is. So I started to think about, what can I do? How can I... And this is where I'm going to reach out to you guys. What can I do to stop that happening again? Because this is human error. Plain and simple, nothing to it. Is my camera zooming in and out of focus? Can't tell what's going on now. Plain old human error. It's my frail brain. It's my walking into a room and going, why did I come down here again? What am I here for? Just kind of... I know I'm not that old. Shut up, Courtney. But it is like an age-related thing, where I find myself a lot starting to do something and thinking, why was I doing that? So, a bit worrying. So I need to think of a system whereby my brain can't override the failsafe. Is that right? So a few people have suggested some things in the comments to that video and on the Discord server. It's not there. Where is it? Join the Discord server. So a few people have made suggestions, which are good. But so, from the very simple, I think I don't know why I don't do this already. So, I have an Alexa down there. Shut up. I have a computer-controlled assistant device down there. So, I could just set up a routine to say, Alexa, start a water change, and it would just start a timer for me, which would set an alarm on my phone wherever I went. Obviously, a few people said, why don't you just set an alarm on your phone? So I could just have an alarm here saying, right, in 20 minutes, it'll beep. So if I've not remembered, I'll go down and I'll remember. I used to do that. That's the thing. And then I got lazy, or I forgot to set the alarm. So it needs to be something that I can't, I used to say outsmart, but it's kind of insmart. Something that my brain can't cheat. I think using the computer assistant device would be a good one, because I just have to say that as I'm starting it. You know, start a water change, start a timer, and it would do that, and it would remind me, in all the devices around the house, so it didn't matter where I was, that would work. So that's kind of step one. All that relies on is me saying the words when I start to do water changes. But knowing how my brain works, I quite often do water changes because I can't think what else to do. So if I'm messing around, I don't know, building mega tank, that tends to be the thing that makes me do water changes. So if I'm putting on another coat of liquid rubber, I'll go, I might as well just do a quick water change there, and I'll go away and do it. But because I'm in there, I hear the overflow and I go, and I go and sort it out. Very rarely do I go to do water changes. I go to do something else and then do a water change while I'm doing it. So I should be able to remember to just start a timer. And any normal, reasonable person would think that would be easy. So there's that. I think I'll try and do that in lieu of any other suggestions anyway, because that seems quite simple and the easiest one. Other suggestions have been things like get some water alarms. And I've got some water alarms. I made a video about water alarms because I kept flooding my big tank. So they're things that have two little probes, and then when the two probes go into the water, they set off an alarm and it can send you a text message, that kind of stuff. I will probably do that in some way. A lot of them, the cheaper ones anyway, tend to be they're just an audible alarm. So if the tank overflows, it beeps. So if that happens in the fish room and I'm up in the main house, I'm not going to hear that. So it needs to be the kind where I can get some kind of text message. So that's definitely a possibility. I would just need to get several and place them strategically around the fish room, set them all up. I mean, they're not that expensive. Set them all up and make sure they work. So I could definitely do that. Some people said clip-on float valves. So I could just have my fill line, physically clip it to the tank that I was doing a water change on or filling, and then when it got to a certain bit, it would effectively cut off. In my experience, they're rubbish, but it would do a lot better job than nothing. So they never fully switch off, is what I found so far, especially the clip-on ones. But yeah, that would be good. That would be better than nothing. And the other thing, which I kind of mentioned in the video, is some kind of timer. So again, I had a mechanical version of this in the old fish room, where if I wanted to use water at all, I had to say, right, set this. So it was a twisty dial thing. Set it for 20 minutes, because it was literally a timer. You would turn it, it would give you 20 minutes, and when it got down to 0, it would cut the water off. In theory, I think that's the best one, but I don't know whether it was just the one I had or it's them in general. It was terrible. It would constantly get stuck. It would either tick all the way around to 5 minutes and get stuck at 5 minutes and never close off, or it would close off after 1 minute and I'd be constantly switching it off because it had jammed and it had turned the water off when I wanted water. So maybe just a better version of that might be the one to get it. But I think I like the idea of maybe a mix of all those things. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you can think of any other ideas. And the reason I'm concerned about this is I think it's important to learn from your mistakes, says the man who never learns from his mistakes. So I'm really quite keen to get something out of this to make sure it doesn't happen again. Because if it happens again and it's because of my laziness, I'm going to be really upset with myself. So yeah, I'm looking for ideas. I'm looking for specific suggestions, like this is the link on Amazon, or this eBay listing. This is the thing. This will do the thing. This will solve that problem. The water alarms. Yeah, that's all. the ones that I've talked about before, the water alarms where they send text messages to you, I think they'll be getting invested in. The only worry I have is a little bit that they need they're designed to be in a tank, so as when the water level raises to a certain point, it hits it off. So I'm not sure how I could get that to work on the floor, or do I put one in every tank? Is there I don't know, a damp version, so if it detects puddles, or a mat, that if a mat gets wet, but then if I spit them out, that'd be fine. I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking of. Some more ideas. And while you think up all these ideas to suggest, I'll see if I go back and see some of the comments that I got to. I sent you a package, Graham. Did you receive it? I did receive it. I received it yesterday. In fact, I meant to mention it. New merch, well, same merch, but new to me. Got a nice black hoodie and a nice blue hoodie with the Discus logo, all available at all good Aquarium. I've lost the power of speech. I'm pretty sure I've got proper brain disease problems. I can't even say that right. Available at all good Aquarium Adventure websites. So this is the hoodie. Is that because I said last week how much I loved my current hoodie? So this is the cock version. And then there's the less controversial Discus logo version. But love these things. Thank you very much, Phil. I did mean to query this because I thought, oh, is that for someone else? And he sent them to me by accident. But if they're for me, thank you. We all make mistakes. You did the right thing making a video. Yeah, because I was a little bit worried about making the video because it does feel like a little bit like you're cashing in on your mistakes, and I am to a degree. I will earn a couple of pounds by making that video. But it's just important to note that that wasn't the reason for making the video. It's to remain open and honest and look, it doesn't present me in the best light, so I don't think I gain anything by presenting me as I am a moron. All those people that said that all those times, everybody in the comments that says, oh, what an idiot this guy is. Yeah, it turns out you're right. What about a ball cock valve like an auto top off? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about earlier. We're talking about the same thing where you have like a stopper, a ball cock, like a miniature version of what you have in your toilet that stops the water running. Like I say, I don't like them great. Speech. You can do it, Graham. I don't think they're great and didn't really like them when I've used them before, but it's better than nothing, certainly. Maybe the answer is going to be a bunch of things rather than just one thing. I don't know. We all make mistakes, yes. Some more than others. I think that might be the point I'm trying to make. Bucket Brigade and Siphon. Worst that happens is you overfill the bucket. Yeah, we're not in the Dark Ages, Sharpie. Come on. Yeah. Imagine changing water on Mega Tank by Bucket and Siphon. I think I might kill myself. But thanks for the suggestion. QC Aquaholic. Hey y'all. Right, we've not had a who's the furthest away yet. Hey y'all makes me think that you might be from US of America. Sorry about your fish, just watched the video. Thank you very much. Yes, hopefully I've just talked about that and you caught the end of that. I'm not sure how old these comments are. You could get NFC tags that you could scan before you do the change. What do we mean by that? So I get NFC tags, but what would they do? What, just to set a reminder? Yeah, I could do that, I suppose. But I think it would just be easier to just say, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes or whatever. Cold Water Aquatics, nice to see you, sir. Just seen your last video, don't know what to say, hope you're doing good. I am, have I took it out on some of my co-workers earlier and got it off my chest. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can say. It's one of those just horrible things, isn't it? Could you not connect it to the Hive system? Yeah. Oh, now there's an idea. So I've switched over to the Tado from Hive. This will mean nothing to people who don't know about these, because I think was it just a UK? I don't know. It might just be a UK thing. I'm not sure. But there's probably an alert I could put in there to say, "Oh, all your hot water's been used. What's going on?" And there was certainly some Hive water monitors. Oh, I might need to look into that. Good idea, Jennifer. Isn't that flashy box controller thing? Oh, you can't really see it. Ugh. That flashy box controller thing. Yeah, but it's up here, so it doesn't necessarily do flood prevention or leak prevention. I'm sure I could get some kind of USB leak monitor, which I could hook up to the Felix. That's a good avenue. That's such a good avenue. I'm going to write that one down. Felix flood leak. Might be able to do something with that. Thank you for that idea, Sharpie. Can you get a water sensor mat, like a bedwetting alarm? Yeah, that was kind of where I was going with this, something that's a bit bigger than just those 2 points of a probe. I don't know. Is there such a thing? I haven't seen anything, but I haven't specifically Googled bedwetting alarm or water sensor mat. But yeah, something a bit bigger that covers more of an area, that as soon as some water hits, sends me a message. But yeah, that's exactly what I think I'm after anyway. Aquaticness, hello there. I'm available for hire for weekly water changes. Best price. Never have a problem again. Yeah, I just need to subcontract this out. That's the answer, isn't it? None of this. Why use technology when you can just have a person with a functioning brain that can come and do these things for you? No, that would be perfect. A couple of bare wires connected to the balls. Yes, that's another way to go. Your videos are honest of what can happen in the hobby, and I appreciate them greatly as I'm learning a lot. You could use a float valve, or what I do is set a timer on my phone to ding me to check. Yeah, and that's what I should do, and I will resolve to now do that. I just know the way my brain works, I'll trick myself into forgetting to do even that. So I'm wanting something that I can't circumvent, which is what kind of makes me think a physical switch that I have to say, I want water, and it's going to turn itself off if I just walk away. That I can't get around. That might be the way to go. When doing a water change, wear some kind of lanyard or something to remind you of it, or get distracted. Yeah, somebody said, why don't you put the garage door keys, attach them to the water change line, so I can't physically leave the garage. I can't shut up the garage until I put the hose away. Good idea. Yeah, these are good ideas. I'm going to write that one down as well, because I like that, and I'm going to use this little bit of A4 as my ideas pad. And I like that because that falls into that category of something I can't circumvent. I literally can't shut the door unless I go and get the things. Any news on the glass for the mega tank? Yes, I did have some news. Well, don't get carried away. Yes, but no. So I counted up 47 emails I have sent asking for quotes for glass, and 8 replies I've had. Of those 8 replies, They range from anything up to, I think it was £1,260 was the biggest quote that I got, down to kind of £450 was the cheapest that I got. But they were very different things as well. So one was like 19mm thick glass that was low iron, whereas the other one was like 15mm float glass. I'm still going around in circles with that, I must admit. I had planned to pull the trigger today on glass and buy something, but after I did that this morning, it kind of blew my day away. So it might be something I do over the weekend, but I've got a big day tomorrow. Oh, remind me to tell you about it. I'm dead excited about this. So it might be over the weekend or early next week. I'm just going to plump for one, pick one, and get the glass ordered and get it done. It's now or never time. I've now completed 8 bazillion coats of liquid rubber. It's not going to be, if it fails, it's not going to be because I didn't give it enough liquid rubber. If anything, if it fails, it will be because I gave it too much liquid rubber. So it's time to poop or get off the pot, as they say, and get the glass in and start getting water in. I've got all the plumbing. All the plumbing has arrived. This isn't some of the plumbing. This was the first attempt at, can you send me some overflow tank connectors? And they sent me these and left me for a couple of days going, that doesn't look like an overflow or a tank connector. That looks like a union valve. So they finally admitted that it was indeed a union valve and sent me out the overflows. So I've now got all the plumbing and pipework that I need to do to hook it up to a sump. I did have a little bit of back and forth over, do I really want a sump? And I do, it turns out, after thinking about it a bit more. So I'll just need to get that sorted. I shall, like I say, I'll do that over the weekend or early next week, get some glass ordered and we'll be away. Most of the places that have come back to me, they all seem, I'd be very surprised if they don't all get glass from the same place. I'm kind of trying to figure out where they all get glass from so as I can just go direct to the place, because they all have very similar messages of panels up to 2.5 metres. You can get that with 3 to 5 working days. Panels over that, special orders can take a few weeks, that kind of thing. So the ones that are getting back to me seem to be able to supply it reasonably quickly, but some of them are just like, they proper ghost you. Like, I'm looking for some glass, I want a big oversized panel. Yes, of course, what would you like? I want this side. Oh, and what thickness? Yeah. And what type of glass? Yeah, no problem. Silence. It's like tumbleweeds as soon as you tell them all these things. They're like, hello, remember me, the guy that was going to pay you lots of money for the glass? No, you're not going to speak to me at all, not going to ask me anything, just going to pretend I didn't ask you. Oh, we've got a new subscriber, thank you very much if you're here. Yeah, so rude. How rude. Don't even get back to you. I read that wrong the first time. Thanks, Liam. I'm looking for something a little less severe. What about a programmable timer for watering lawns and rigging the tank up for water change? So ultimately, rigging the tank up for auto water changes is the end goal, but I have one key piece of plumbing that's proving more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Because auto water change means auto overflow, so the water has to have somewhere to overflow to, and at the moment I have to connect up a bunch of pipes to make sure my overflow water gets pumped out, whereas I want to connect those pipes up to a big IBC tote at the back of the house so I can then use that water for watering the garden. And it's proving difficult. I'll leave it at that. It's proving difficult to get that all connected, so that's what's stopping me doing the auto water change. But until then, programmable timer, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking into. Something that I can say, I want 20 minutes of water or 40 minutes of water and no more, so it's when I inevitably forget about this, you will shut off the water and I don't have to. Anthony, sorry I'm late for the show. That's quite alright. It is just me moaning about how much of an idiot I am. Send the kids down to do the watch. Oh, they're even more forgetful than I am. There are water sensors that people in the saltwater side of the hobby use quite frequently. Not sure if they would work for your situation, but might be worth exploring. Yeah, definitely. That's kind of what I'm after. Is send me links to things that I can do specific research on and potentially buy. If you don't have to do that right now, but join the Discord community and you can send me those links there. Connect the pump to a plug-in timer or one of those auto-off light switches. Well, there is no pump. It's coming directly out the tap almost. It's a shower valve. There's no electricness to it. It's just a water on, water off. Or in this case, it's a tiny little thing that I turn the water on and off with. I've had the same. I now use a float valve to stop the water when full. Yeah, that might be the way. So I don't like float valves because they've not been very good in my experience. But I'm just also thinking of different scenarios of things I want to fill. It might be a little awkward. And as soon as I introduce awkward, I'm going to ignore that and rip it off so I can use it properly. Put a tube on the end of your hose with a ping pong ball on it. Then as the water rises, the ball will block the pipe off. Put a tube on the end of your hose with a ping pong ball all on. Then as the water rises, the ball will block the pipe off. I'll have to come back to that. My brain cannot process that at the moment. Bristol Zoo is closing down soon, so perhaps send them an email asking if they'd sell me some glass from one of the displays. Hey, it's worth an email, isn't it? Craig, I use water leak alarms. I just put into the fill line. They go nuts if the water touches them. Yeah, I've used them before. I might ask for a giraffe. Yeah. Whoa. Why limit myself to keeping fish in the mega tank? I could put anything in there, couldn't I? There's an 8-foot marine tank for sale for 5 foot. Yeah. I'm now kicking myself that there was someone that was selling, I think it was a 10-foot by 4-foot by 3-foot. And they wanted something like £800 for it. And at the time I was like, £800 for that? I'll build that cheaper. I've already spent nearly double that, and I've not even got glass in the bloody thing yet. I'm trying to find. Sorry, I thought I missed the message there. Right, I think we're all caught up. Mega tank of Martin discus. Right, okay, so we have to talk about mega tank, right? So, but before I forget about it, I've been on for nearly an hour and I haven't even done a giveaway yet. Tomorrow, I have a digger coming that I get to drive. I'm so excited. I'm going to dig up some stuff in the garden. Maybe dig a pond. If the wife's not looking, I'll just dig a big hole in the middle of the garden and go, oh look, a pond appeared. It was a sinkhole, honest love. But yeah, so that was my big news. I didn't mean to keep you all in suspense. I know no one else will care about that, but it's going to be bloody awesome for me. Have you ever been to Diggerland? I love that place. Like, kids, who wants to go to Diggerland other than me? So that's what I've got to look forward to in the morning. That's turning up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, I think it is. We're going to dig up some of the golf course in the garden, make some flower beds. Right, mega tank. I think I've made the decision, he says, knowing full well he hasn't made a decision. So I've been very coy about talking about what I wanted to keep in mega tank and talking in very general terms about, oh, I might want to keep Oscars in there, oh, I might want to do this, that and the other. What was meant to be the big news this week was I got a boatload of new discus. Corbin Discus, who has been my discus supplier for a long time, has gone out of business. They've shut down. So he's shut down his business. He sold his house. He's moving up to Scotland. Retired. Had enough. Moving. So fair play to him. Wish him all the best. But that meant he was left with a load of stock that he was trying to sell, and he made me an offer I couldn't refuse, as they say. So I went over and had a wee look at what he had left, and ended up buying another 10, I think it was, discus at a very reasonable rate. So now I've got something like, I can't remember, 25 discus, something like that. I've got all kinds, so eruptions, whether magnificent or otherwise, Turks, all kinds of Martin Ung discus there. So I did have a little bit of a 25 is quite a big number. Maybe I should have that planted discus tank, because that was one of the things I thought about for Mega Tank, was saying, right, just get a shed load of discus, one big massive aquascape. I could have hundreds upon hundreds of dither fish and shoals of fish. It would just look awesome, and it would. There's no getting away from it. It would look awesome. But I think I've decided, and this will be the first time I'm going to put a stake in the ground and say I think I've decided now. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my original plan of getting my big display tank up and running. Maybe not putting all 25 discus in there, but I've always kept it very sparse in terms of what it could actually accommodate for discus. But I might put 15, for instance. Move them upstairs into the display tank and have a nice planted display with Congo tetras, rummy nose tetras, stairby cories, bristle noses, all the good things that I like to keep in my discus tanks, and then keep 10 back for breeding projects and have them maybe just in 1 or 2 tanks downstairs in the fish room. See if I can get some pairs going, some nice compatible fish, and do a couple of breeding projects. And then maybe down the line, a few years, when I turn my 25 discus into 50 or 100 discus, that's when I do Mega Tank with the discus planted tank. So I'm definitely thinking on those kind of timescales. So rather than it being right, let's chuck in a bunch of discus in there. We'll have that for 6 months. Right, out you come. Let's chuck in a bunch of Oscars. 6 months. Right, out you come. Right, let's chuck in a bunch of the next thing. I want it to be a lifetime tank. So it has to be a tank that I'm going to want to keep and be interested in for the life cycle of the fish that I put in there, which is what was making me go towards discus more than anything else, because I know I love discus fish. I think they're great. I think they're brilliant. I'm not going to get bored of them, and it will hold my interest for the life of those discus fish. But I think I can do that, not necessarily better, but I can do that more traditionally with the nice display tank I've already got. That was a tank it was my 40th birthday present. It was an expensive tank. I'll get that back up and running. It makes me think of my 40th birthday and a big life event and having a lovely big tank. So what I'm thinking of moving towards, as I have mentioned several times before, is bloody love Oscars. Never kept Oscars, always wanted to keep Oscars. I think the fact that I've gone however many decades now in this hobby wanting to keep Oscars but never actually quite getting there, I have the opportunity to do it right, to do it properly, to do it with a big massive tank. I visited Fishman Aquatics recently, and he has some big old Oscars in his big display tank at the front of the shop. I was even chatting to Reese, and he's like, "Oh God, look at that big ugly bastard! It's full of warts, and his face is all mangled. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?" And I was there going, "Isn't it awesome though?" I love that. I thought it was great. It's a proper full size. You know, you see Oscars in the shop, and they're usually yay big. So definitely thinking it's going to be Oscars. I'm going to get a bunch of them in there, fully grown. I might take them on from various places. I don't think I'm going to grow them out or anything like that, so my idea is to take them on at a decent size. But what I really liked, he's got a tremendous, I can't remember that's how you spell it, a peacock bass basically in this tank. And I've been watching videos of this thing for weeks. I just think they're the most awesome things I've ever seen since Oscars and discus. Just the colours, the shapes, the pattern, how it moves, how it handles itself, all those things. That is awesome. That is the definition of a cool as F fish. So, bunch of Oscars, bunch of peacock bass. Really like the one that they had at Fisherman Aquatic, so if it's still there in a few weeks when I've got water in this bloody tank, I'm going over there and I'm buying it. So put a hold on it for me. Because it was a really nice specimen. Again, as Reese was saying to me, quite often these fish are kept in big tanks with other big aggressive fish, and they get lumps taken out of them, they get beat up, they get knocked about. This one was perfect. I don't know how I did the kiss emoji for a fish, but you know what I mean. Absolutely fantastic. Still gives me loads of other opportunities of adding other big interesting fish, and still having plenty of space, plenty of options, plenty of things to move around, plenty of ideas to try out, all those kind of things. So that's kind of where that's my stake in the ground. I'm thinking of building the mega tank around Oscars and peacock bass because I think they're cool. There are other things that I think are cool as well, so they may or may not get added into that, but obviously that does limit the choices of things that can live with it, because I can't then put rummy nose tetras in there because they would just be an expensive snack. So by all means, make suggestions. Tell me that's a terrible mix already. Tell me, yeah, it's a conversation piece. Sorry, I've missed some comments again. Is Tim starting a new shop in Scotland? Do you know? I do know he is not. No, he's getting out of the discus game altogether. Certainly in the short term, he's going to buy a boat and he's going to, I was going to say drive around, but you don't drive boats, do you? Well, I guess you do. He's going to boat around the area that he's moving to. I don't want to give too much away because some kind of stalker. He did talk about getting into the fish food game, manufacturing his own fish food, but that might be something for a long time. Yeah, oh my god, the pond is about to start. Maybe not. The wife and I can't come to an agreement of what kind of pond we want. You probably could guess, I want a big pond. I want a big pond. I want a nice feature pond, viewing window, all that jazz. Vicky wants a hole in the ground that frogs can climb in and out of. I'm a bit like, so we're compromising on possibly having one kind of wildlife pond. It's just a small one with some small fish. And to be honest, I can't afford the big pond at the moment anyway. What with the fish room build and mega pond, mega tank and all that kind of stuff going on at the moment, it has worn down the Federal Reserve somewhat, so I don't think I could afford to then, I could build a pond, but I don't think I could then afford to stock a pond with nice koi and things like that, so that might be a next year's thing. Hi Fizz and Hard Hat video. Oh yeah, there'll definitely be some video. There's no doubt I'll dig through a water main or something like that. Colin Ramage, hi, my first time posting in chat, love your videos, thank you very much. For your water, can you buy a solenoid and run that on a timer to turn the water off? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a product I can buy that will do that for me. Whether it's a mechanical thing that just clicks around and shuts a valve, or whether it's a solenoid that shuts a valve that you plug in and connect it that way, that's exactly what I'm after, yeah. How much did leaving your tap on take out of your water treatment filter? I would hate for it to stop removing chlorine and chloramines and crash your tanks. Yes, that is a good point. So the way, if you don't know, I run all my water through an HMA filter, heavy metal axe, and that has a sediment filter and then 2 carbon filters after it, which takes out the chlorine and the chloramines, and they have a shelf life. They're rated for an amount of litres. I mean, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of litres, and I did recently change it, so we should be fine. But yeah, I will need to keep an eye on that. Welcome, Colin. Thanks for the suggestion. Yes, keep the suggestions coming. I'm more than happy to take suggestions. More discus than the GB Olympic team. Yeah, I guess so. Does that mean the smash tank upstairs is the turtle tank? No, I'm going to get that up and running again. There's a bit of a running theme where people don't get back to me on things. So I want to convert a bathroom or a downstairs loo and fix some floor and do another bunch of jobs, and the electricians are coming next week to start ripping the place to pieces to rewire the house. So there's things that need to happen downstairs that's going to be really disruptive, so I don't want to fix that tank until those things have happened. Then I can put it back, and that's when I'm going to get it fixed, get it filled up, and start keeping fish in it again. Time for a Cayley wheel. You might be right, we're an hour in, we haven't done a Cayley wheel. I've heard that Oscars can live between 10 and 20 years. Exactly. I don't want to... I have now the means to provide those Oscars with a home. Because most people buy Oscars and go, oh my god, look at the size of it, and then it dies because it's been kept in a tank that's too small. I can do that, but that's why I'm thinking I might rehome some Oscars rather than buy and grow on some Oscars. Can I get an invite to the server? Yes, you can. You can either type that in, or one of the mods will no doubt have already typed it into the chat for you to copy it. I think keeping the discus in the house is the right move. You get to see them more often, and they're a piece of artwork. Exactly my thinking. That's my main display tank. It's my little bit of nature is beautiful art type statement in the house. Yeah, they deserve to be in the house. I miss having them in the house. Right, Cayley wheel it is. Cayley wheel it is. We're going to do it. So, if you're new here, we'll do a bit of admin before we do that. Let's see how many people have we got here. We have 57 concurrent viewers, but only 48 likes. So we need to get the likes up near the amount of concurrent viewers, and then we'll do a Cayley wheel. Is that bribery? So the Cayley wheel is a wheel of fortune where you can win a prize. So all you have to do is listen to me prattle on about if you want to buy some fish food or some merchandise, go and check out aquariumadventures.co.uk. You can buy all your aquatic needs, basically, unless your aquatic needs stretch further than the fish food that I sell. So you can buy some fish food, you can buy some t-shirts, which are awesome, and you can click the subscribe button, and then you won't miss any videos. You can go and watch a video, that would be useful. You can click like, that would be also useful. You can... what else can we do? If there's a thing you can click the thing. That's all I ask of you. So, with that said, I have a button here that will make a wheel appear, as if by magic here, and we'll choose a prize. So, we'll see what prize you're going to win first. Oh, it is a polo/t-shirt. Polo/t-shirt. This is a good prize. Hang on a minute. Okay, I shall find out the... So, this is said website, aquariumadventures.co.uk. You go on shop. This is if you win. If you don't win, you can still do all these things and then pay for it yourself. But if you win the prize, go on shop, go on merch. Either of these, polo shirt or premium t-shirt. Click on the thing, choose a colour, choose a size, looking at the size thing down here to choose your size, and then choose the logo. We have the discus logo, we have the this blows logo, we have this sucks logo, and cock logo. So this is the cock logo. All these are embroidered by Phil, who was in the chat earlier, may still be here. And the point I was making last week was these are all they're not hand stitched, I don't think, they'll be machine stitched, but they're all embroidered. It isn't screen printing or anything like that, and this must have been washed a bazillion times now, and it's still bright as anything. The colour's really good, the detail really good. It's really good stuff. So it's not the kind of thing that's going to fade after a few washes like some of them do. It really does last. So if you want to win one of those, that's how you pick it. So if you win it, you're going to be asked to send me an email to there, telling me where you live, what you want, and we'll send it to you. Simple as that. So I'm going to need a suggestion for a word. We did a suggestion for a word to use as the prize giveaway. If you want to win this, you have to live in the UK, unfortunately. No international deliveries for these. So, one more time for the record, you have to live in the UK if you want this, unless you're willing to pay the postage, which is not cheap. You have to be a subscriber. You have to click like. You have to stand on one leg for 30 seconds. And then you can be in for the win. And then we'll go on to Nightbot. Itchy nose. Pardon me. We'll go on to giveaways. Everyone's eligible. Keyword. Right, we need a keyword to give. What we're going to use is I went all out of focus. Some may say that's better. I really need to shave the face fuzz a little bit. Okay, I'll come up with my own keyword then. If you want to win, you have to type into the chat. What should we go with? Super Phil. Oh, no. Rob Barry comes in at the last minute with the Oma balls. Oma balls. That's what you type into the super chat. Super chat. Type into super chat if you want. Type in chat Oma balls. OHMYBALLS. And you can win. So as long as you meet the other criteria, live in the UK or be prepared to pay the postage, be a subscriber, click all the clicky things. Also, be prepared to tell me your address. The amount of people that then don't email and say, I won that thing. Or, I'm not telling you, you're a strange person on the internet, I'm not telling you where I live. Why did you enter then? So, Oma balls. That's what we want to see. OHMYBALLS. And you could win a t-shirt / polo. Oh, look at that. Pens on the way in a new colour. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Oh, my balls. And not to be too much of a shameless shilling money grabber, if you want to hear my oh my balls, it's the new notification sound for joining as a member. Or is it one of the things? Mega Tank also needs a Megaplex. I think, yeah, I would agree with that. I could get something a bit special and a bit big. That the whole reason for building this bloody thing was that I could get things that were a bit big and a bit special without having the whole of the internet going, yeah, the tank's not big enough for that. So the tank should be big enough for most things now. For the pond, send your wife off to a spa for the day so you can make it as big as you like. Not what she can do when she gets back. apart from getting the silent treatment for a couple of days. Oh, yeah, I don't think life would be worth living. The garden is very much my wife's domain.
Oh, my balls.
Hey, there we go. I heard it. What was that? It was a super chat. Thank you very much, Mickey. Freshwater ichthyology. There you go. Right. So, Rebecca, you as the I instantly forgot the Latin name. As the Pleco Queen, Loricardi, I can't remember. If you had an 8 foot by 4 foot by 3 foot tank, what would you keep in it? What would be a bit special that just most people can't have? Chelsea UK, did you see my message about a 5 foot tank? I did not see your message about a 5 foot tank. Sorry, where did you send that to? Don't forget to hit like and go to Aquarium Adventures for all your merch, especially the cock merch. Right, we're catching up. Right, lots of balls. If anyone's listening to this, my kids are probably going, why is my dad just sat out there shouting,
my balls.
Oh, my balls. Tiger shovel nose? Well, yeah. I kind of like and don't like them, if that makes sense. I'm a bit weird. I don't really like a lot of things. So, is that weird? I'm only willing to put in things that I actually like. That's not that weird, is it? That's quite normal. But they're one of the ones that's on the cusp of I can't decide whether it's the coolest thing ever, or if it's just a fugly abomination. So again, the Fishman Aquatics, I was over looking at that tank. They've got a Clarius catfish, I think it is, and I'm just looking at that thing going, nope. Nope, don't get it. Why? No. Why would you? No. And then at the same time looking at a big warty Oscar going, wow, that's cool as hell. Yeah, good timing there. Right, we've got 27 eligible users. I think you've had long enough to type in about my balls. We still on Little Face? Yes, we are. Right, are we ready? Can we have a drum roll, please? Every time. This is why it's named after you. Congratulations, Mark. I know you're technically not Kaylee, but, you know, same house and all that. Congratulations, Mark. You have won a t-shirt. And you have the best luck ever. If you ever win the lottery, can I have some? Let me just say, like 10%. I'm pretty sure I'll force luck onto you. So, congratulations, Mark. Well done. A worthy winner. Let's do another couple of quick ones for some key rings. If we have a few key rings left, would anyone like a key ring? Same rules. You have to be in the UK. You have to do all that. I'm just going to roll it again. I'm not going to make you type in a different word. But here we go. We'll roll a couple more for a couple of key rings. Key ring number 1. Lanx Fishkeeper. So all you have to do is congratulate yourself, first of all, on a wonderful win. Don't know that it merited the foghorn, but there you go. Lanx Fishkeeper, if you want a key ring, send me an email. Let me know. One more for now. Michelle, you have won a key ring. If you want a key ring, send me an email. The email address is, for all the winners, Graham, spelt correctly. Note the correct spelling of the word Graham at aquariumadventures.co.uk. That's what we do. We will do one more Kaylee wheel. Obviously, you can only win one prize a night, so Mark, you're out. In fact, one prize per household per week. So Kaylee, you're out as well for the next one. We'll do one more giveaway towards the end of the stream. But for now, congratulations everyone on your winnings, and I hope... sorry, I saw a different message there. And I hope to see you out and around in the world. I saw somebody the other day and I was convinced they were wearing one of my t-shirts. I had no idea who it was. And I ended up following them around Asda. Only to be bitterly disappointed when it turns out it was just a t-shirt that happened to have a logo in roughly the same place as mine. So they just... Poor girl probably got the bejesus scared out of her. Me creeping around behind her trying to get a peek at her chest. Ugh. I tried to think how that would have... conversation would have panned out. But anyway. I just realised that sentence said that I just chased a young girl around Asda asking to get a peek at her chest. That's not at all what I meant to say. So congratulations all the winners. Sorry, that's gone the wrong way. Where's that going? We need to get... Right, sorry. I had to do a little bit of admin. For those of you who didn't win, obviously you can still go and buy anything you want. It's all on the website. Fully stocked in with food at the moment. This is the last batch of food before prices have to go up. Prices will be going up because prices are busy on me. Prices are busy on me? That's not even good Englandish. Prices are going up on me, so I'm afraid I have to pass that on a little bit. Otherwise, I don't make much money out of any of this stuff. It's more of a little mini side hustle. So it's not like I'm doing this to become a mega millionaire. I think my prices are quite reasonable in comparison to many other foods and stuff out there. So we should be okay. And I'm not talking about massive percentage hikes, so it's just a little bit. So if you do want some fish food, get your orders in quick. Roll up, roll up. 3 towels, price of 2. Sorry. I have to find where I got up to and why it's not working. It never works when I try and... Hope you have some cock rings left. Yes, I think we've got a few cock rings left. We'll be able to get you one of them. Let me know by email. Up there. And I'll send you one. You know what? It's a bit hot. Anyone else hot? I'm getting a bit hot. I might have to take the jumper off. Today was the first day this year that I've had to open a window when I was working today because it was too hot. Hey, we'll have less of that. Do you know the buggers over at Fishman Aquatics have named a grey rabbit after me? I mean, yeah, I suppose. It's like Inception. God, I'm Mr. Merch today. Kaylee's too busy making fondant animals tonight, so she's not taking... Fondant animals? What on earth is a fondant animal? I'm going to have to look that up, I'm afraid. Oh, like a cake thing. That's kind of one of those sentences where you can't just leave it there. I need to know more. Why is she making fondant animals? What is a fondant animal? Mark asked her to send pics on Discord. Yes, I second that. I'm intrigued now. Sorry I had to dip out. I'm playing Xbox. Don't know if you said anything about the tank. So if this is the 5-foot tank you're telling me about that you sent me a message, no, I did not see the message, so send it again. Sorry. Playing Xbox over watching this high rated super content? How dare you? What man hasn't followed a pretty girl around the supermarket at some point? Oh, I didn't say she was pretty, and she wasn't particularly, but that's by the by. Also, don't follow any girls around the supermarket for any reason. Even if you think your reason's good. Even if she was wearing one of my t-shirts. Me following her around the supermarket. How would that? No, that's just disaster written all over it. Just waiting you to pull out the Aquarium Adventures prescription glasses. Maybe I should get like a little sticker for my glasses there. He's double cocked. Aquarium Adventures beard trimmers. Yeah, I think we might be scraping the barrel and
Oh, my balls.
It's so funny. So juvenile. Thank you, Noodle Sandwich. I might just, can I send myself super chats? I've never tried that before. Sorry, this is me trying to work out if I can. Yeah, I can. So, I've just sent myself a super chat that YouTube is going to get most of the money for. Well, at least it has a test. Sorry, I forgot where I was there. Aquarium Adventures Manscaped collab. Yeah, definitely. Oh, why did it not fire off the thing? I sent myself a super chat and it didn't make the thing ping. Oh, what a refund. It's her cousin.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, there it is. Oh, thank you, me. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. It's her cousin's daughter's second birthday, so she's been asked to make a cake that includes fondant pigs and hyenas. Yes, they often go together. Randomly. I'll get her to send pictures. Aquarium Adventures Manscaped. Oh yeah, I could get in some of the good old Manscaped money. Can I sample it and have it as my text alert from my phone? Yes. If you remind me, I'll send you it if you want. I've got it because I had to make it for the little thing, didn't I? Mangosaurus V3, have you kept rams before? I have kept rams before. I have both successfully and unsuccessfully kept rams, and I am currently keeping rams. So the video that I should have been making today was about the new fish that I picked up for the Congo biotope tank. So for those who are new here, for the last few weeks we've been talking about a subscriber tank where it's me doing all this. You're just coming up with the ideas and I'm doing the doing. So we came up with the idea to have a poll choose a fish to base a tank around. So we did that and the Congo Tetras won. So RIP Congo Tetras, but they won as the tank we were going to build around. Then we chose the type of tank next, which was going to be a biotope. So it's a Congo River biotope. And then, I can't remember if we did anything else. But anyway, we looked at other compatible species, other types of plant life, that kind of stuff. Where am I going with this? Why am I talking about this? Oh, brain, what's wrong with you? Why has my brain died and I'm still going? Oh, so I picked up some new fish for the Congo biotope. And that was the video that I wanted to make today. And when I picked up the new fish, I also got a pair of black rams. So, God, get there eventually. Conger Bible Tope Tank. So I picked up a pair of black rams, so I hopefully will try with them. The last couple of times I've had rams, well, that's not true. The last time was pretty good, but the last few times the last 3 or 4 times I've tried to keep rams, I've lost them quite early on, and I think it's just the genetically weak stock. So whether it's Bolivian rams, or German blue rams, or whatever subspecies or substrain that they are, I've not done well with them recently. So I'm hoping these one will make it a little bit better. They're almost they're the sweeties at the checkout equivalent of aquarium fish, that they're interesting. I've seen them being talked about on the internet as these are cool, these are new ones. I suspect 10 years ago they were the culls that people would be getting rid of because they don't look like proper rams. But I'm going to try them. I thought, I'll have some of them. That sounds interesting. I think you got some of them as well, Phil. So hopefully we'll do well with them. So in answer to your question, yes, I have kept rams. Pond Guru collab for the pond, yeah, maybe. You've probably been asked before, but are there any fish in that tank behind you? In that tank, yes, we have some chili rasboras that I don't think are chili rasboras, but I forget what I think they are. And ember tetras that, now that they've been in there a few months, they're almost, what's the word I'm looking for? They're so red, it's ridiculous. They almost glow. And saying that, I can't see a single one of them at the moment. It's quite overgrown. It needs a bit of a trim. I don't know if you can tell that from there. Focus. Nope. But yes, there are fish in there. I need to do a bit of an update on that because I've been using, thanks to your husband, Courtney, this quantum phosphate remover, because I was getting done by cyanobacteria, but there was other things going on in there as well. And the tests did show that phosphates were quite high. And I've used like Fosguard and things like that. I hadn't used them on that tank, but Callum gave me a bottle of this the last time I was over, and I tried that, and I've only done, I think I might have done 2 doses of it, and it's almost completely, I don't know how easily it's coming across on the camera. It's almost completely got rid of the cyanobacteria and all the other algae that I was having a problem with. So I think it's partly this is doing the job that it's meant to do, and partly the tank has finally matured, so it's settled a little bit. Thanks for the keyring gift with my order, Graham. That's not a problem. Thanks for your order. The alcohol. I don't know what you mean. Sorry for the lack of activity. I'm on call this weekend and I've been lurking. Nice to have you here, Simon. No problem. Subtitles need the language changing to Scottish. Yes, so if you're new here, a fun game. Well, there's 2 fun games. I hesitate to remind people of it. 2 fun games are try and get Graham to say a rude word by pretending there's a question from... I'm not going to give you any ideas. Or put the subtitles on, because YouTube is a massive Scottish racist and makes me say things I don't actually say. You could say they glow like an ember, I suppose. Maybe that's where I was trying to go with that, without actually saying that. Send pics of the ember text. Right, I do have an app on my phone that is meant to be able to... let's see, is this going to work? Right, bear with me, callers. Ooh. Oh, it does work. So, bush. So now you can see what I see. Oh, look, who's that? Inception. Right, I'll take you over and see if I can show you some of the the ember tetras, and then make myself a liar because I can immediately see some of the cyanobacteria still remaining, but it's mostly gone, let's put it that way. I don't know where they've all gone. They're all hiding. Making a liar of me by saying I don't have ember tetras, I've only got one. I suspect they're all behind the rock because they all went to bed earlier. And then I woke them up by putting the light on. How's your daughter's fish Snowflake doing? He's doing good. She is not lost interest, but I am having to make sure she's feeding them. But she's getting into the whole water change thing, and yeah, she's doing pretty well with them. I keep meaning to make a lid because he's on an open top tank. I bought a load of floating plants to hopefully stop him from jumping. But I've been a bit worried that he's just going to pop out one night and I'll be there going, oh, sorry dear. I have to console her about a dead betta. But no, so far, so good. The floating plants seem to be doing the job, so hopefully that'll continue. Fish room tour live stream. What could possibly... I almost did that a couple of weeks ago. That's why I was trying out the old droid cam. Because I was going to take you down on the laptop. Because I mean, I've got Wi-Fi. It's just that OBS that I use to stream with, all my settings are on my desktop PC up here. And I'm just kind of used to this setup, so I'd have to recreate it all on a laptop, and I don't know if I could handle just having one screen because I've got several screens here. But yeah, I'll have to try that one day because it'd be good to be able to go down and show you all the fish in the tanks live, so you can ask to see a specific thing. Because I get a lot of that where I think I've made a video being quite comprehensive about tank X, and I think that's great, and all the comments are, oh, I wish you could have shown us the this, or how have you done the that, and what's with the other. So it's quite good if we're doing it live. You can, oh, how have you set up the filtration on that tank, or what are you using for bogwood, blah-de-blah-de-blah. So I was going to make it a poll, shall we do a live stream from the fish room one day? But I suspect the answer will be yes. Well, let's do it anyway. Live from the fish room? Yes or no? And that was one of the reasons you might have noticed in the last few videos that we've got I keep saying we, it's just me, that I've put a TV up in the fish room. Now, I'm not going to lie, that was partly so as I could watch some things as I was doing more boring jobs like water changes, but that was going to be my second screen. For if I got a laptop down there, I could see all the questions on the big screen, because I wouldn't be quite so close to it, and with my old man eyes I'd be able to read those things. That's a great idea, Courtney. I'll just save all my water changes until Friday night. I'll do them all, and you just all shout at me, behind you, that one's overflowing, done, it's done. That's a great idea. Oh, if only I didn't have to rely on everyone else to make up for my idiocy. Any luck with the glass in the mega tank? No, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Sorry if you've just joined us. I have not had any luck with the glass for the mega tank. I think I wrote down something like I sent off 40 emails and I've got 11 responses. People are just not getting back to me. I've had prices anything from about 450 quid for glass that's probably not thick enough and definitely not clear enough, up to I think £1,250. So everything a little bit in between. I've tried everyone. I've even sent off 2 or 3 emails today from people So Wharf Aquatics, so they do custom tanks. Somebody said, why don't you ask them? I thought, yeah, great idea. Why don't I ask them? So I did that. I saw randomly, obviously, Facebook is prying on my life, so I saw an advert for a glass manufacturer pop up. So I tried them, no answer. I tried another aquarium, custom aquarium place that's out by Doncaster, no answer. Yeah, so no, I was planning to buy the glass today. I was just going to punt on one of the 11 that's got back to me that I thought was the best option. So I'm kind of thinking 15mm toughened glass is what I'm going to go for, because that seems to be the sweet spot, and sweet spot for price and strength. So 15mm is probably fine because I'm going to be bracing the tank, and if it's toughened glass, that's a lot stronger than non-toughened glass, something like 8 times stronger or something like that, so it should be plenty strong enough. It's just not the low iron super clear stuff, so that might be the compromise I have to make. If I want the low iron super clear, I think I have to go up to 19mm. So the jump to 19mm pushes the price up anyway, and then the jump to 19mm and low iron has another price jump, so it might just be a bridge too far, so we shall see. Thank you, Jab. You've called yourself an old man tonight. What's tonight? 50s to 50? Come on, give me a little bit of respect. Got another 5 and a bit years. It'll be on me in no time. If you do a live stream in your fish room, please climb through your wall on it. Wow, that's dangerous though, because if I do that, I might not make it back. But yeah, anything for a laugh. What was I looking for earlier? So my last climb through the fish room wall, as well as being embarrassing, I smashed up my mic to bits, so I've had to buy a new mic, so that's just arrived today. So you might have noticed the audio in the last couple of videos was a bit janky. That's because I had to switch back to this mic, which is a good mic and all, but it picks up everything. So everything in the general direction that it's going for. That's why you can hear from the air pump the whole way through that last video. So hopefully the next one will be a bit better, because I can get the lavalier back on, which is a little bit more discerning in what audio it picks up. Don't smash that. Recreate all my balls. Hopefully not. Balls have just about recovered now. Sharpie, can you talk through doing a seance when you're in the hole? I'll get the candles and the pentangles all ready. We could go for a proper explore and see how far into the hole we can get. That sounds wrong. Right, where was I going to? I said I would do another giveaway, didn't I? Shall we have one more go at the giveaway? We've got about 20 minutes left, but as I didn't... I was going to have another old man reference there. I didn't have a chance to get a pee, and I've now nearly drank an entire bottle of this. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to last, but we'll try. So, okay, overwhelmingly, everybody wants me to do a live stream from the fish room. I think that's fair to say. 96% say yes, only 4% saying no. So I won't promise it for next week, but we'll try. In fact, next week. Might not be able to do it next week. Yeah, might not be a live stream next week. We'll see. It's number 2 son's birthday next week, so we'll have to see whether we get done with festivities in time for me to have a live stream. So I'll end that poll. So whether it's next week or on a future week, we'll do at least one. So, as I was saying, if you have any more questions for me tonight, get your last few questions in. We'll do one more giveaway, and then we'll call it a night, I think, because it's getting to that time, and I might need to go to the loo. How can you tell if glass is tempered or not? Does I need to drill another hole in my tank to fit? Curtis Holman has just subscribed. Thank you, Curtis. I need to drill another hole in my tank to fit an overflow blocks that will run a beanie animal drainage system, as my 1 inch is not enough. You tell if glass is tempered by... Jennifer, you're the one that keeps reminding me how you do this. I think you use polarized sunglasses and stare at it from a certain angle, and if it's wavy and rainbow coloured, don't take this as the the gospel truth. Something along those lines. But there's a couple of ways. One of them has special glasses. I think that's the main one. Yeah, there you go. John Floydman says, look at the glass through polarizing sunglasses. Okay, just for you, Rebecca, I will definitely do one next week. It might just not start until 9:30. What's going to be the fix for not overfilling? Sorry for your loss. I don't know. I'm inviting everyone to join the Discord server up here and give me ideas. We talked about some simple fixes of just setting an alarm. I've got an Alexa down there where I can just say set a 20-minute alarm and let me know. But I want something foolproof, some kind of mechanical stop that will stop the water running after a certain amount of time. So I'm thinking like water timers and things like that. So if you want to, rather than bore everyone by going over again, rewind the video, and we talked about that at the start of the video, or near the start of the video. And if you've got any ideas, jump on the Discord server and let us know what you think. If he made contact, he would come back out of the hole head first at a sprint. It would be very amusing to watch, but Are you going to have tank mates for your pea puffers? Do you recommend autos? I do. I kept autos quite successfully with my pea puffers in the past. Also kept killifish, which I think are a fantastic little interesting fish. Not even that little once they get big. That's just I'm full of stupid things to say. It's not that little when it grows big. Killifish, autos, I've done pretty well with. A well-established cherry shrimp colony and a heavily planted pea puffer tank. That's pretty good. I mean, there are lots of things that they will live with, but I've found that everything else that I've tried them with, they have eventually had a little bit of a inquisitive nibble, let's call it that, rather than a full-on hunt. A common mistake people make trying to design something completely foolproof is to underestimate the ingenuity of complete fools. Very true. Douglas Adams, yes. It's... And that's what my brain, even though it's failing me lately, it knows no limits when it comes to getting around things that are sensible. It will do whatever it can. Right. Sorry, I said I was going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to do a giveaway, so let's roll the Cayley wheel. Are we ready? Oh, I've timed it wrong. Don't be expensive. It's a goodie bag. Yes. Sorry. So if you want to win a goodie bag full of stuff, it might be key rings, food, stickers, pots, who knows. All you have to do is wait for me to cancel that. Oh, Jennifer's leaving us. Sorry, peeps, have to call it a night. Been a long day. I know that feeling. all you have to do is type in chat, I want it. I want it. If you want a goodie bag, type in chat, I want it. Remember, you have to live in the UK, you have to be a subscriber, you have to be willing to pay postage if you don't live in the UK, and all the other usual, click the thing with the cling and click it and subscribe and blah 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 blah. Just type, I want it. IWANTIT. I want it. Type that into chat and I'll send you a goodie bag. We've already given away one t-shirt / polo shirt tonight. We'll give away a couple of key rings. We'll give away a goodie bag and maybe a couple of key rings as well. And remember, if you have any questions, bladder is reaching breaking point. Get them in quick. Foxtail gravy. Put one neon in the mega tank once it's done. Don't be silly. That's way overstocked. Going to put a snail in a betta. End of story. What kind of kill is... What kind of... sorry, you've lost me, Christine. What did I say? Killifish? I meant to say coolie loach. Kahuli. Khuli. Good night, Jennifer, if you haven't already gone. Why do acrylic overflow boxes cost a kidney? Anyone else made one themselves? Yeah, I always find that. They are ridiculously expensive. And no, I don't know why. And overflow boxes themselves should be fairly simple to make. Nice dimensions to work with acrylic, I find. No big heavy slabs and panels. Should work quite well. Gardening with Ben in this evening. Nice to see you, Ben. How are you doing? Aquarium Adventures missed a question from... Oh, ha, 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 ha. Very funny. Nearly got me, nearly got me. We have 23 eligible users so far. Yes, so this weekend, when I've got out of my funk of killing all my fish, I'm going to make a video about the new fish that I've got for the subscriber tank. Now, obviously, I need to get more Congo tetras now, because that was the fish that I was going to build the tank around. But I've started to get in some of the extra fish that we're going to keep with the Congo tetras. So, some new fish to me. Some fish I've had before, but all Congo stuff. One of which is described by my son as, that's the coolest fish ever. And I have to say, it's hard to disagree because it is pretty cool. Right, I think we've got to the whole... I think we're ready to roll. Are we ready? Right, let's have a drum roll. Remember, if it comes up Kaylee or Mark again, they're banned. Here we go. Danny Boy 1587, you have won a goodie bag. Congratulations, Danny. Well done. Let's do one more goodie bag giveaway. Are we ready? Andy Morrison, you have won a goodie bag. Congratulations, guys. So, up there, email address, tell me where you live, and I'll send you some stuff. Simple as that. Anyone, last couple of minutes to get your questions in. Otherwise, I'm going to bid you a fond farewell on this evening. It has been fun. I've had a couple of smiles on my face. I thought I was going to be a miserable old git tonight, I must admit. But you've kept me going. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. Last couple of minutes. If you want to carry on the chat after I've been to the loo, I will go and make my dinner and then might see you on Discord. But consider joining the Discord server, because most of the people you've seen in chat tonight will be in the Discord server. It's not just about fishy stuff. You can talk about whatever the hell we want in there. It's good catching up with everyone, seeing what everyone gets up to, fostering a very good community there. I think there's none of the nonsense you see on the Facebook groups of the world and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, share your pictures, give me your ideas for videos that you want to talk about, all that kind of stuff. If you want to watch more fishy content, I'm sure Cold Water Aquatics will be streaming shortly. I have some videos you can go and watch. That's always appreciated. Yeah, and as always, click all the clicker things. If there's a button to click and you can click it, click it. I appreciate all and every super chat and all that, but really just clicking the subscribe button, that's what makes the big difference, and watching the videos, that always helps. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And there we go. Oh god, we've got another super chat. Danny Boy has paid for his prize now. Thank you, Danny Boy. Had no need to do that, but as always, very much appreciated. I do have to buy a shed load of Congo Tetras again, so every little helps. And
oh, my balls.
I didn't realise how much joy I would get out of changing that. So maybe we need to think of a new merch line. Let's get some ideas in the Discord server. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Glad I won't take it much more. I will see you in the next one. See you in Discord if you want to have a chat through the week. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. All that kind of stuff. But I appreciate all the support and the kind words. Thank you very much, guys, and I shall leave you with that. Oh, no, I can't leave quite yet because there's another Oma Balls coming. And I do like it when I do like it when it happens. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.